Hello everyone, this is Gabrielle, and in this tutorial I will be showing you guys the basics of a FamilySearch profile. You'll need to sign in to FamilySearch.org, and once you do that, your name will come up in this right hand corner. Then you will click on the person whose profile you would like to look at. So here I have pulled up Maurice F. Groff, and this is the page that you will see when you click on a profile. So here I've got a profile picture, much like Facebook or Instagram. I have his birthday and his death day, and then this is his 7 numerical alphabetical digit. So this is his ID. So each person on FamilySearch has a unique 7-digit ID, and this helps distinguish people from one another. So over here, I can view tree from his perspective. I can click this watch, which notifies me of updates to his profile. So if I click this, then it says watch, and now I will receive emails if anybody makes changes to his account. Here I can view my relationship, which is a really cool feature. As I scroll down, so this is his vitals, so his name, his gender, where he was born, his birthday, christening, all of the basic details. Over here on the right are research helps, so it appears that he may have children. And I'll keep going, just scroll down further. So under other information, this is a great section that not a lot of people know about. I can add an alternate name here. Affiliation, a bar bat mitzvah, cremation, immigration, military service, naturalization. As you can see, there are lots of different things I can add here. Personally, my favorite is physical description. I have put in physical description for my grandparents, my parents, and myself, because those are the people that I know. So for myself, I can list my height, my eye color, my hair color. If you'd like to, you can add your weight, or you can just say, tall, slim, or short and stout. There's also no couple relationships and no children, if that ever comes in handy. So scrolling back up, here under this ancestor, you can see that he served in the military, he was drafted. Here it's got military service and then residence for all the years that he lived in Ohio. Over here on the right under tools, this is great because sometimes people put in the same person. However, FamilySearch doesn't recognize that it's the same person, so it's a duplicate. So here it says 0, which is good. However, you always want to look under this tab just to see if anybody has accidentally put in the same person. And that is really easy. You can merge by ID, or you can click here for possible duplicates. So if you need a tutorial on how to do that, then look at the tutorial on possible duplicates or merge by ID. Similarly, you can find similar people that might have lived in the same town around the same time with a similar name. Here you can delete person if it's unavailable. I highly discourage deleting people. I typically merge them because deleting a person can be very serious, especially if it is incorrect. If you incorrectly delete somebody, then it's really hard to create a new person. Here you can report abuse if that ever comes in handy. And then as we keep going, this next section is family members. So over here is his wife. Over on this side are his parents and siblings. So these are his parents and his siblings. And here I have this wife listed as preferred. If you scroll down farther, you can see that he has 2 other wives that he married. So I listed this one as preferred, or if I wanted to change it to marry, I would just click this. But I've listed Laura Iona Jones as his preferred wife because he was married to her the longest and had the most children with her. And then I have other wives listed, and if they had children, I can list them here. Under Add Child, if you need a tutorial on how to add a child, I have a tutorial on that. And then here I can add a child with an unknown mother if that ever was a situation. And then I'll scroll back up to the top. So here, sometimes people have life sketches. I have never personally added a life sketch, but I have seen a few life sketches. This is typically just an overview of the person's life. It's typically between 250 words to 800 words, but I typically don't do those. Under Timeline, you can see you can see from the birth to, Theodore Roosevelt becomes the 26th President of the United States. You can see where he lived. So this is pretty neat because you get an overview of his life in chronological order. So it's got birth of children, historical events, and lots of details here. So this is a great tool to get to know somebody because you can say, oh my goodness, I wonder what it was like for him when President Eisenhower signed a law recognizing that Ohio was admitted into the Union. And you can find details out about your ancestor that you may not generally see under Details. Under Sources, this shows all of the sources that prove he's a living person. So I can look directly at his World War I card, I can look at his marriage record, census records, etc. Under the Collaborate tool, this is great if you are trying to research somebody but you don't have all of the pieces of the puzzle. So here I can add a note and say, I think he was in Ohio during this year. Does anybody else have information on that? And since his account is public because he's deceased, other people that are related to him can say, oh, I have a journal from him saying, yeah, he was in Ohio. Or they can say, I know he was in Kentucky because he was my grandfather and we always visited him in Kentucky. So this is great. So you can add a discussion or add a note, which is a great tool. However, you should always be professional on these and use correct grammar and be polite because these are people that are working with you and not against you. And then under Memories, this is also a great tool to get to know people. So here it's got a picture of him and his wife. This is his tombstone and documents, and then it's got lots of stories about him that I can read to get to know him. And then lastly, this is the Ordinances section, and I have a whole tutorial over the Ordinance tab, so view that video for more information. And so that is it for the basics of a FamilySearch profile. If you have any questions, drop it in the comments, and I will get back to you. If you like this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, bye.